Hi guys. It's the beginning of a new basketball week, and the team at Tips and Streams is looking forward to our free daily picks for the upcoming games. What do we have today? We have predictions for 10 NBA games. Before we get started, go to tipsandstreams.me and sign up for our newsletter to receive our daily sports betting predictions in your inbox, or subscribe to our YouTube channel to keep up to date with all our betting tips and picks. So, let's get started. The opening matchup pits Oklahoma City Thunder vs Detroit Pistons. After a 152-79 away loss to the Memphis Grizzlies on Thursday, Thunder has dropped 8 straight games. Thunder was on a back-to-back at this place and now has 3 days off. With a 114-103 loss against the Phoenix Suns on the road, the Pistons have now lost 8 straight games. 6 out of 9 has been covered by both teams. Both offenses have struggled in their last 5 games, with the Thunder shooting 40.3% and 28.6% from 3 and the Pistons shooting 39.5% and 30.1% from beyond the arc. Under 203.5 is a good bet for Oklahoma City and Detroit. For the braver ones, play the Oklahoma City Thunder at plus 4.5. The next game is Philadelphia 76ers against Charlotte Hornets. After beating Atlanta 130-127 on the road, Charlotte is on a back-to-back. It is now more difficult for a team that is short-handed. The 76ers are coming off a 98-96 road win in Atlanta. They arrive after a 2-day break. 76ers are 11th in the league with an average of 110.4 points per 100 possessions at home. Hornets have allowed 49.5% shooting and 40.1% from three-point range in their last 5 games. Philadelphia 76ers is a good bet at minus 5.5. The next game is Washington Wizards vs Indiana Pacers. Following a 102-90 away loss to the Toronto Raptors as a plus 1-point underdog, Washington has dropped 2 straight games. 6 of the 8 games have been lost. They are currently ranked 25th in defensive efficiency, allowing 114.2 points per 100 possessions. After a 113-104 home loss to the Miami Heat, the Pacers have dropped 4 straight games. Indiana has only shot 26.8% from three-point range in their last 5 games, while allowing 48.1% shooting. During this time, the Wizards shot 49.1% from the field. Take Washington at plus 5.5. The next game is Memphis Grizzlies vs Miami Heat. After defeating the Dallas Mavericks 97-90 on the road, Memphis has won 4 straight games. The Grizzlies had the greatest defensive efficiency during that winning run, allowing 90.7 points per 100 possessions. After a 124-102 away loss to the Milwaukee Bucks, the Heat have dropped 3 of their last 4 games. The Heat's defense has been poor this season due to a slew of injuries, and they now rank 29th and second bottom in defensive efficiency, allowing 122.7 points per 100 possessions. Take Grizzlies at plus 5.5. The next game is Denver Nuggets at Chicago Bulls. After a 113-99 road win over the Knicks, the Nuggets have won 2 of 3 games on this trip with Joker's return. In 9 of 10 games, Denver has covered the spread. The Nuggets are 29th in defensive efficiency over that time frame, allowing 117 points per 100 possessions. After beating Brooklyn 111-107 on the road, Chicago has won 3 straight games. The Bulls have gone over in 3 of their last 4 games. In that time frame, they were 6th in offensive efficiency, scoring 117.9 points per 100 possessions. They rank 16th on defense, allowing 112.8 points per 100 possessions. Our betting tips for this game is over 213.5. The next game is Cleveland Cavaliers against Milwaukee Bucks. After a 1-point home defeat to Utah, Cleveland is on a back-to-back. They've won 7 straight and are now ranked 4th in defensive efficiency, allowing 105.6 points per 100 possessions. With 114 points per 100, they are ranked 9th on offense. After defeating Miami 124-102 at home, Milwaukee has won 9 of their last 10 games. In back-to-back games, the Bucks have failed to cover 3 of 4. Take Cavs at plus 9.5. The next game is San Antonio Spurs vs Phoenix Suns. San Antonio has won 4 straight games after defeating the Golden State Warriors 112-107 on the road on Saturday. The Spurs' defense improved throughout this winning run, allowing 97.7 points per 100 possessions, which is second best in the NBA. The Suns had 2 days off following their 118-96 loss to the Golden State Warriors on the road. The Suns shot 38% in their loss without Booker. Take San Antonio at plus 8.5. Our next pick is Atlanta Hawks against Minnesota Timberwolves. After a 130-127 home loss to an injury-plagued Charlotte Hornets squad, Atlanta is on a back-to-back. They've dropped 3 of their last 4 games. With 113.5 points per 100 possessions over that time, the Hawks rank 18th in defensive efficiency. After dropping away games against the Nets and Wizards, the Timberwolves return home. They've won their last 5 games at home, allowing 98 points per 100 possessions, which is the best in the NBA. Take Minnesota Timberwolves at minus 1.5. Our next pick is Los Angeles Clippers vs Portland Trail Blazers. After a 104-99 road loss to Sacramento in a back-to-back after a win over the Lakers on Friday, the Clippers have lost 4 of their last 5 games. 8 out of 10 times, the Clippers have failed to cover the spread. The Clippers rank 23rd in offensive efficiency over that time frame, averaging 104.8 points per 100 possessions. After a 145-117 home loss to the Boston Celtics, Portland has dropped 5 of its last 6 games. The Trail Blazers are surrendering 118.2 points per 100 possessions without Lillard. In this time, they've lost back-to-back home games to the Celtics by 28 and the Spurs by 31 points. Play the Los Angeles Clippers. Minus 1.5. Our last pick for today is a game between the Orlando Magic and the Golden State Warriors. After a 118-116 road loss to the Houston Rockets, Orlando has dropped 8 of 9 games. After a 112-107 home loss to the San Antonio Spurs, the Warriors have now lost 2 of their last 3 games. This was the second of a back-to-back after a rout of Phoenix at home. The Magic will take a 2-day break here. 7 of the 10 have been covered by Orlando. Play Orlando at plus 14.5. Guys, that would be all. Thank you for joining us today. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and newsletter. See you tomorrow.